So we're here with Craig Oberle. He's a contracted agent with North American Dental.
Found is that most agents are used to the dental insurance type of products, and so they're used to the insured products. So this is somewhat of a transition where it's not insurance, and kind of get used to the space in terms of how it works and what the discounts are and finding the dentists but in that regard it took me a little bit of a transition to get used to telling people it's not insurance. But once I got over that, got comfortable with the site, was able to articulate to my clients the fact that it offers steep discount. And I think one of the things that really resonates with my clients is the cost. In other words, they can have a dental plan, and everybody wants a dental plan. That's what I find, is everybody wants to talk about it, whether they have a plan in place or whether they don't have a plan in place. They want to talk about it. Basically, I gave them both options in terms of letting them know what the dental insurance can do, and then letting them know what North American can do, and so that they could make the choice. And in almost every instance, my clients and prospects have gone with the North American plan. Basically, it gives them a plan, and if you take an example being, if you take a husband and wife, a dental insurance premium maybe $40 a piece, that's $80 a month, that's $1,000 a year in insurance premiums, and then it's limited in many cases to $1,000 or $1,500 a year in benefit. It's only going to pay maybe 50% for major work. Whereas with North American Dental, they can use it immediately. They have no limits. They have no waiting periods. They're saving anywhere from $800 or $900 a year for a couple in insurance premiums, and they still get significant discounts. And so it's really helped them out tremendously. And having been selling it for the last 5 to 6 months, I've really been able to see it in action. So I've asked my clients for a lot of feedback in terms of if it's helping them and if it's really working. And they are getting significant discounts, and by and large everybody is very happy with it. So particularly where nowadays with most of your insurance plans, they have not addressed the implants. And that's what's being done nowadays. And so they can buy the insurance and pay into it, but then they go to get an implant and it's not covered. And so I don't know at what point the dental insurance companies will deal with that, but it's been one of the major issues we've had on the insurance side, whereas with North American, they can go in and get an implant and receive a significant discount. So it's really helped out my client base tremendously.
A little bit of idea then as far as the referrals and how that works. I mean, how do your customers receive this plan? And then how does that turn into referrals? What are you able to do with that?
Well, I've approached it two ways. I've got a fairly large block that had dental insurance, and I went back to them to let them know this was available, because a couple of the blocks that I work with, the premiums have shot up dramatically. So I felt an obligation to at least let them know that this is available. But what I find is, again, everybody wants to talk about dental insurance, and they always like to bring up their friends and family who are in a situation where they need significant work. And so it's just a natural, when you're talking to your clients about this product, it's just a natural transition for them to give you referrals and for them to tell you who that they know that needs help, and or that they'll have their friends and family call me. So I've got a number of calls from people wanting to get information. In fact, I had one this morning from a client that had their actually fiance call me, and she wants to get signed up, and so it's a constant source of referrals. And then I've worked the LEAD program as well too, and that's worked out well. It seems like that, again, I repeat myself, but everybody wants to talk about dental because it's an issue for everybody. And whether they have insurance or they don't have insurance, most of the time they don't even know what they have. But it's very easy to get the appointment. To just say that I'm going to take a few minutes, drop off the information, there's no obligation. I've set it up to where when I work leads, I get 4 or 5 right in the same zip code, so I can just go take 10, 15 minutes and drop the information off. Obviously, I'm usually there longer, and I've had a very high success in terms of enrolling them right there on the spot with the iPad, so it's worked out real well.
Okay. So is it easier to get in the door with a product like this?
Absolutely.
Than anything else that you sell?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it kind of opens a few doors.
Yeah.
What do you do now as far as your process then? I mean, what do you, because you obviously you want to be able to cross-sell those folks and be able to grow your other business too.
Right.
So what is your whole process on, from start to finish?
I'm very much low-key to a large degree in terms of when I go in and first talk to them. I absolutely want to talk about the dental, check and see if their dentist is on there. What I do find is that quite often, if their dentist isn't on there, they're often very willing to change and find a dentist because they just want the savings. That's the key. And so I just want to really emphasize that just because their dentist isn't on there, show them how many dentists in their area are on there. And a lot of them switch. And so again, don't kill a sale just because their dentist isn't on there. But secondly, to your point, as far as the transition to the other products and the fact find, I usually just spend a good chunk of my time to make sure that they understand the plan, their dentist is on there, get them enrolled, and then I just have a checklist that I go through and basically say, this is what I usually I'll usually go into what I do and what I specialize in, and if they need any additional help or have any questions or want to know about some of the other programs that are available, and usually by then they're volunteering information, and it's worked out real good in that regard. I've been able to get a lot. I've got a very, very good list in terms of people to call this fall on Medicare, just from going out and seeing them on North American Dental, and it's growing every day. Okay, and again, doing the short-term care, long-term care, annuities, other lines of business, it's opened up quite a few cases with other lines of business that I offer.
You had an occasion where you've been able to cross-sell right away with anything?
Medicare. Okay. I've had some Medicare and short-term care right away.
Okay.
I had a lady who had a daughter. Again, obviously we're in lock-in period. I have a lady who has a daughter that's a special needs, so I was able to enroll her.
Oh wow!
And then I've got her lined up for the fall.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I've opened up several of the short-term care cases, had a couple issued, and then also if they have a Med Advance, I really don't. I ask them what their Medicare plan is, and let them talk to me about it. Okay. And obviously bring up the gap plan as far as covering their hospital co-pays and some of their other out-of-pocket expenses with their Medicare Advantage plan. So been able to write some cases there as well too.
Okay.
Take one example, turning 65. Every agent is out there working T65 list. You've got 10 agents knocking on the door. You've got 50 mail pieces, etc. It wears them down. But with the dental, they're not getting asked as much about the dental or what kind of dental plan they have. Every senior out there and most people out there have ongoing dental needs and dental costs that come up, and so I just think that it resonates, and it breeds critical mass with people because number one, everybody has that dental that need for work, and then number two, it's affordable. So when you talk to them about what it costs, they can make a quick decision, and they're very interested when you tell them what the costs are. Versus having to commit to $40 or $50 a month premium. So getting in front of new people, we all struggle with that. That's our bread and butter. That's what we look to do every day. This enables me to build new clientele. It enables me to get in front of people. And so, and then you couple that with the ease of which I can enroll people. So I don't have to spend an hour going over the plan. The sell is probably 10 to 15, 20 minutes. I can get them enrolled. So I'm not spending a lot of time getting them set up, which then it gives me time to talk about the other things. So for me, it's the perfect prospecting tool. I'm getting paid to prospect. I'm building new clientele, and that's what I need. Yeah, that's what I'm looking to do each and every day.
So the enrollment process is simple.
Right.
So you're able to explain it and enroll them within a 20-minute period.
Right, and then where it's been real good too is that I've gone back to all my clients, and I continue to do so, who don't have a dental plan or don't have anything, or maybe didn't buy dental insurance because of the $50 a month premium.
Sure. Yeah.
And making sure, I feel that I have an ethical obligation to let them know that this is available. If my agent didn't let me know that this was available, I'd be very upset with him. And I don't know if I'd want him as an agent, because for the cost and what it can do for me, I'd want to know what's available.
Okay.
So I've had I can't think of anybody who has said, I just don't want it or I can't afford it.
Right.
And it fits every situation, whether you're selling a health insurance policy, a Medicare case, every client is a potential buyer of this product. And so again, it has been helped me tremendously as far as getting in front of my clients, having something to talk to them about, reaching out to them, which there's just a lot of positives that go along with it.
Are you also getting maybe some other younger families through these older
Absolutely.
folks?
Yep.
I mean, are you getting some younger families enrolled? I mean, how does that work?
Basically, I did a lot of during the open enrollment for the ACA plans.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody I enrolled, I basically let them know that this was available, and 80–90% of them bought. Well, I did let them know what a dental insurance premium would be. So I do give them that option, and that's fine. If they want to buy an insured dental plan, no problem.
Yeah. How well does this fit with ACA products?
North American dental plans are not insurance and will not be found on the Federal Exchange. Dental insurance is not mandatory for ACA, therefore North American dental plans can be offered as an alternative.
Very well. Very well. Again, with a lot of the dental add-on plans they can buy with an ACA product, there's limits. They're limited to $1,000 a year. It's going to cost them $500 a year thereabouts. It's only going to cover 50% of major work.
Mm-hmm.
Once they realize that, they realize that to a large degree they're just trading dollars, and the companies know that as well too.
Okay.
So this is
cool.
in many cases much more appealing, especially when you've got children where it's the orthodontia is covered, and the pediatric dental and so forth.
So all the cosmetic dentistry,
Yeah,
which we cover, which
I was
insurance doesn't do.
Yeah, I was surprised as I was dealing with younger families. I was able to go in and find the pediatric dentists and orthodontists that I didn't think would be on there, but they were on there.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
worked out great.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And
My pleasure.
Appreciate
Great to
your
get
business.
with you. Yeah, we appreciate North American
Yeah.
Dental. It's been a real arrow in our quiver as far as helping our client base, getting new clients. There's just a lot of real positives, and so I hope your agents have as much fun with it as I've had.
Thank you so much.
You
Appreciate
bet.
it.
Thank you, Rick.